All right. So the next AI idea is it's called voice of the employee. I don't if you guys have ever worked in any large corporation company, there's a thing called voice of the customer, and basically it just takes surveys or any feedback that they get from customers and they compile it, and they use this to glean business insights, right? So voice of the employee is like an AI. It's basically like an anonymous suggestion box, but it's really like a third party, like an independent business or contract or consulting business that comes in and they install this software, this AI consultant that employees can chat with if they have issues, and they get, at the end of the week they'll like talk to this AI, but the idea is that it's completely anonymous and it's guaranteed anonymity, because here's the thing: in a large organization, upper management never really knows the whole story of what's going on in the company because employees will never tell the whole truth. So an AI chatbot that will be available to all employees, almost like an anonymous suggestion box, will gather all of this data with, like, the employees can just speak freely without feeling the fear of being reprimanded, right? And after some period of time, all the data gathered goes to human consultants who then go and deliver recommendations to upper management.
Okay. I mean, that is a service that exists. It's just currently only being done by humans.
Right.
I
Yep,
was
exactly.
working on that new Mr. Beast show on Amazon, the Beast Games,
Yeah.
and I noticed that they had all these signs around set that said like, "Oh, hey, like feeling concerned about safety, go to this link." And I was like, what? Like, are the producers getting this? So I just like looked more into it, and I saw that it was actually a third party service that they had hired.
Yeah, it's like an HR firm.
Yeah, like just to have a third party say like, hey, like your people don't like feel safe right now, or like, yes, they do feel safe and like things are going well. They probably charged, who knows, probably hundreds of thousands
Yep.
for that service. It was probably something like insane. And I mean, at the end of the day, like, does it really need to be humans doing this?
Mm,
And is it maybe even better to
yes.
have it automated, because then people will feel like more anonymous that
Good
way?
idea. Yep.
I do trust AI to be my therapist over a human being my
Yeah, I
therapist.
could say, yeah, really.
I can totally see this happen, and it totally resonates with me because I've been in an office before where they had a physical suggestion box that they were taking people's paper written notes in order to share in the monthly town halls. And then I think they barely get any, maybe like
Yeah,
three
none.
per month.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, those suggestions are oftentimes like extremely valuable. Like, this is like insight from the people that are literally on the ground doing the shit. You know what I mean? So to not glean those insights, like, if you guys have ever watched any like Y Combinator content, like, they're always talking about, if you're ever in doubt about your business, start talking to your customers. But also, like, if your organization is big enough, you need to be talking to your employees because they are the ones doing the shit. You
Yeah,
know?
it's so true. And to me, if you are able to create this easy chatbot interface,
Yeah.
like the Chat GPT's voice AI thing, if the AI is able to prompt follow up questions to actually clarify the answer, I feel like a lot of surveys they don't do enough of justice to the actual feedback that people are trying to submit, because like then they could mean like one thing and then they just need more clarification, but they don't want to
Right.
type out like a whole essay of like what they
Right.
mean.
That gives me an idea of dynamic surveys that where survey questions are generated based on the answer from the previous one. Yeah.
I would probably follow this one company that created a chatbot that you're actually able to physically call, and it's essentially like a networking app, but the whole interface is like you call this AI chatbot to literally tell it your whole entire story on what type of person you are, and it will ask follow up questions, and also the whole goal is like for this AI chatbot to essentially like introduce you to other people that you might be interested in meeting with.
That's cool. I have an AI phone assistant for my camera business, 9257 camera. It's so great, dude. Because at one point I was fielding like 10 calls or text messages every day from customers. And like just giving the customers like a line of communication like reduces my return rate so much. Because look, if I can replace a camera that they spent $200 on with I source them for like $40. Instead of, I would much rather send them a new $40 camera that I paid $40 instead of processing a $200 refund. So my AI phone assistant has saved me tens of thousands of dollars so far.
Wow.
Yeah.
I I I was chatting with this guy who he's like he develops software products that have like no dashboard or like even a website or anything. It's just a number that you either call or text and you just interact with it like you're interacting with a human. So I think that there's just going to be like a huge wave of things like this. There's actually something that I've been using. I basically, like Jake, I basically call this my AI secretary as well, but I use it for different purposes. There's also Dola AI. So they're like if you go on their website, there might be like a sign up thing, but really all that it is it's a messaging interface that's built into WhatsApp and iMessage. You message it, it's basically a GPT wrapper, but what's really nice about it is that it can set your calendar for you. So for me, like I don't do well with forms, like opening up all these things, whatever. So I found myself using this thing a ton because I'm like, I need to schedule this thing on my calendar. I just send it like a screenshot of the email where I like said I was gonna be at that place at that time, and I just say like, "Hey, schedule this," and then it just does it.
That's awesome.
But I think that there's going to be a huge wave of businesses that like you just text or email or call, and it's just like you're almost like you're interacting with like an agency or something
Right.
rather than like a product.
Wait, can Dola respond as my phone number on iMessage? No.
No, so it's kind of like it's more so like the personal assistance side of it
Yeah,
where
that's
like
fine.
yeah.
Yeah. But can it so if cuz customers still text me because they can get if they ask the AI for my phone number, the AI will give them my phone number. So they will still text me. I'm wondering if I get an incoming text, can Dola send a response to that person, whatever from whatever. I'm sure it would have to set up a Twilio number that it would operate over. But I wonder if it can respond to my customers that text me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there will be probably like a little bit more bulky enterprise level platform like VoiceFlow. Locally, VoiceFlow is like the big conglomerate that deals with this AI agent customer support dashboards. You can create like these workflows into how the path that you anticipate the customer to take down. So it's a visual, no code interface, and it looks interesting.
yeah.
And they've been expanding like crazy.